Welcome back to Term 2. This is the first of 5 presentations on measurement, which is the first topic we lead into this term. We're going to start with a quick review of units of measurement and what the conversion factors are. So our learning goal here is that students will use the knowledge of units of length to convert between units of length, area and volume. So the basic principle is that we must know the conversion rates between length. So, to start with, this is a quick overview of what the metric system is about. It's a universal way of measuring length. So it's a common standard that is used around the world. So the definition is defined by a 1 meter long rod. It's made out of platinum and iridium alloy. And the reason it's used is that it doesn't expand or contract easily. So it has an almost constant length in normal weather conditions. You can see here the different dates, just for interest's sake, different dates where they refined what a meter looked like. So, converting units of measurement. We have our smallest common unit of millimeters, which is often used on scale drawings of house plans and things like that, builder plans. We have centimeters, which is the odd one out, so to speak. It's not really a standard unit of measurement, but we tend to use it more frequently because it's a better fit for things. We then have meters and kilometers. So the magic number between all these units is 1000. So going from here to here, it's a factor of 1000, so we're dividing by 1000. And from here, meters to kilometers, also a factor of 1000. Going this way, we're multiplying by 1000. And you'll often see me draw this diagram, but without the centimeters attached, because it doesn't fit that standard factor. Okay, so when we go from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, we're actually decreasing the magnitude. So that's why we're dividing. When we go from a bigger unit, like kilometers to meters, we're multiplying, because we need more of those to make up one of those kilometers. So they're the sorts of things you need to remember. Let's go on to the next bit. So this is area and volume. You can, if you like, these are in your textbook. They are things that you can learn off by heart if you want to. Probably the easiest way to remember it is these parts here. Okay, we know that changing millimeters to centimeters is a factor of 10. So we're dividing by 10. Because area is squared, we're actually dividing by 10 twice. I'll show you in a minute what that looks like. So it's dividing by 10 squared. Going from meters, or kilometers squared, to square meters. To change from kilometers to meters, we're multiplying by 1000. And because it's area squared, we square that 1000. So we're actually multiplying by 1000 squared, which is 1,000,000. And that's very important to remember. Volume is exactly the same, but instead of square units, we have cubic units. So as we move up or down, it's that unit change cubed. So centimeters to meters cubed, the difference between a centimeter and a meter, we're dividing by 100. And because it's cubic units, we cube that 100, which is 1,000,000. So we divide by 1,000,000 to go that way. Okay. Diagrammatically, it looks a bit like this. This is an example of area. So we're changing square centimeters to square meters. So we understand that going from centimeters to meters, we're actually reducing. So we need to divide. Now we know the conversion factor is 1 meter to 100 centimeters. So we can draw a diagram if you want to. You don't need to draw the diagram if you understand what's happening. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters. And for 1 square meter, we have 2 sides of 100. So it's 100 times 100, which on the previous slide we saw is 100 squared. So it's 10,000 square centimeters. So what we're going to do is divide by 10,000. So we divide that 50,000 by 10,000. We get 5 square meters. It's important for area you remember we've got 2 dimensions, so we need to divide by that or multiply by that this is the other bit I was talking about before. Meters, centimeters, we're multiplying by 100. So we multiply by 100 squared because area is a square thing. Okay. Similarly for volume. In this case, we've got 10 cubic centimeters. I want to change it to cubic millimeters. So that means we're going to increase from centimeters to millimeters. We get bigger. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So on one side, 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. We make that conversion. And we do that for all three sides. So 1 cubic centimeter is 1 times 1 times 1. But it's also 10 millimeters times 10 millimeters times 10 millimeters. That's our basic volume knowledge. So it's 1,000 cubic millimeters. And because we're multiplying to make it the units or the magnitude bigger, it's 10 times 1,000 is 10,000 cubic millimeters. And there's the other way to do it. So changing from meters to centimeters, we multiply by 100, but because it's cubed, we multiply by 100 cubed, which is 1,000,000. So these are some basic examples from your textbook. Millimeters to centimeters, we know that we're changing by a factor of 10 between millimeters and centimeters from our diagram. And we're dividing because we're going to the bigger unit, which means we have less values in there. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. Kilometers to meters, as we change from kilometers to meters, we're changing by a factor of 1,000. So we're multiplying by 1,000 because there's more meters in a kilometer. So it's multiplied by 1,000 is 2,540 meters. And that's the end of that lesson.